Hi everyone. In this lesson, we are going to study conservation of mechanical energy using two spring situations. In both the situations, we will focus on three types of mechanical energy. So the first mechanical energy is GPE, which is gravitational potential energy. It is because of the height of the object. And the working equation is m times g times h, where m is the mass of the object, g is acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height. Second energy would be kinetic energy. So, kinetic energy is due to the motion of the object, or we can say due to the speed of the object, and the working equation is half mv square. Again, m is the mass of the object, and v is the speed of the object with which it is moving. The third energy we are going to focus is on EPE, which is elastic potential energy, and which is due to the compression and stretching of the spring. So whenever we have the stretched or compressed spring, we have this energy which is EPE and is given as half kx square. X is the displacement in the spring and k is the Hooke's constant. So these are the three energies that we are going to focus on. So the main rule we are using is conservation of mechanical energy, and the assumption is if there is no friction or energy loss, then we can write E initial equals E final. So this is the rule: E initial equals E final. So this is the equation that we have to use while solving the problems based on this concept. Again, the assumption is if there is no energy loss or no friction, then this equation can be used. Now let's analyze the situation one, which is object moves down and compresses a spring. So in this situation, an object starts from a height, moves down a ramp, and then compresses a spring, as you can see in the diagram. So at the beginning, the object is high above the ground. Now, since gravitational potential energy depends on the height, the object has maximum gravitational potential energy at this point. So let me mark this point as A. So at point A, you can see this is the maximum height. So if this is the maximum height, so we can say GPE, which is gravitational potential energy, will be maximum. Why this will be maximum? Because GPE depends on m, g, and h. M is constant, not going to change. G is acceleration due to gravity, not going to change. So if we are going to change the height, so GPE will change. And since we have maximum height at point A, so GPE will be maximum at point A. Now, if the object starts from the rest, then its speed is zero at the beginning, so its kinetic energy is zero. So, at the beginning, first we have to consider h is maximum, second, speed is zero since the object is starting at rest. Since speed is zero, it implies that kinetic energy will be zero because kinetic energy is half mv square. So since kinetic energy is half mv square, since v is 0, so the product will be 0. So there's no kinetic energy. So these are the two implications that we have to understand. Now, as the object moves down the ramp, it loses height. This means gravitational potential energy decreases because again, gravitational potential energy depends on height. So as it is moving down, so we can say, let's mark this point B. At point B, you can see height is less. So as height decreases, which energy decreases? GPE. So then the question is this energy being lost? So no, of course, we have to follow this rule. E initial has to be equal to E final. That means the one energy is being transformed into another, right? So we can say which energy is being transformed. So GPE is being transformed to kinetic energy because at B the object has acquired some speed. So since the speed has been increased, so kinetic energy has been increased. So the transformation that has taken place is GPE has been converted to kinetic energy. So as GPE decreases, kinetic energy increases. So energy is not lost, it is transformed into kinetic energy. That is why object speeds up. Now let's analyze what happens at point C. So at point C, when the object reaches the spring, which is point C that we have marked, it begins to compress the spring. Now, as the spring compresses, energy is stored as elastic potential energy. So, as this here, so the energy is now being stored to EPE. So, at point C, we can see it was kinetic energy. And since here there is no height, or as per the diagram that we have made, sometimes there could be some height depending on the diagram, depending on the situation. But at this point, as you can see, the kinetic energy is being converted into EPE as the spring is being compressed. So that kinetic energy is being transformed into EPE because of the compression of spring. Now, the spring stores the most elastic potential energy when it is compressed the maximum amount. So, at maximum compression, the object is momentarily stopped. The velocity at this instant is zero. So, energy pathway is gravitational potential energy has been converted into kinetic energy and then has been converted into elastic potential energy. So, this is the pathway: gravitational potential energy converted to kinetic energy, which is converted to elastic potential energy. So let's answer these questions. So, three types of mechanical energy involved in this situation, as we have discussed earlier, it is gravitational potential energy, GPE, kinetic energy, KE, and EPE, which is elastic potential energy. Part B, where is the gravitational potential energy maximum? So gravitational potential energy is maximum at the highest point of the ramp, and in this diagram we have marked that point as A. So at the highest point, which in this diagram is A. Explain why: because height is maximum, and whenever height is maximum, GP depends on height because other factors M and G, they are constant. So since GP depends on height, so GPE would be maximum here. Now, when is the maximum elastic potential energy is achieved in this situation? So, as we have seen, maximum elastic potential energy is achieved when the spring is compressed the most. So, elastic potential energy depends on the compression distance, which is x. So, we can say the larger the compression, the greater is the elastic potential energy. So, larger the compression, so greatest is the EPE. Because you can see EPE depends on half kx square. K is constant, half is constant factor, so as maximum compression distance, so maximum potential energy. Now, energy equation when spring is compressed to the maximum. So for this, at the start, the object has gravitational potential energy. At the maximum spring compression, the object is momentarily stopped. So we can say V equals 0. That means kinetic energy is 0 at maximum compression. So the general equation is mghi initial, I is initial, mghi. So initially it was only GP. The object was at rest. There was no spring. So Ke and Ep were 0. So mghi, which was the initial energy, has been transformed into two forms of energy, which is mgf plus half k x square. And if I'll say, like, if we here in this diagram we can see this is our reference level, it means the reference level and point C, they are on the same level. It means at point C h is 0. So we can say at height final is 0, so we can just simplify this equation as mghi equals half kx square. It means all of the GPE has been converted into EPE. So if we choose the spring level as 0 height level, then HF is 0. So the equation becomes mghi equals half kx square max. So I can also write this as max because this was maximum compression. So this is the equation when spring is compressed to maximum compression. So HF is 0 here, Why we have taken HF0? Because our spring level is at zero level or zero energy. Now we have to find energy equation to find velocity when the spring has compressed by some distance x. So now it's not the maximum compression or to some compression which is x. So if the spring is compressed by some distance x but not the maximum distance, the object may still be moving. So at this point, the object has the kinetic energy and the spring has elastic potential energy. So the object may also still have some gravitational potential energy depending on the height. So the equation becomes mghi. Again, the initial energy was only gpe, so I will just write mghi, but this has been transformed into some of the gravitational potential energy plus some of the kinetic energy plus some of the elastic potential energy. So it will be converted into half mg. It will be converted to mgh plus half mv square plus half kx square. So this equation can be used to find the velocity v when the spring has compressed by some distance x. So the key idea is that not all energy has gone into spring yet. Some energy is still kinetic energy. Now after rearranging the equation, we can find velocity v. Now we have to write energy equation if the spring has not compressed at all. So of course, if the spring has not compressed at all, it means x equals 0. So elastic potential energy is 0. So no compression in the spring means x is 0, which implies half kx square, which is our EPE, right? Which will be also 0. So since EPE is 0, at this point energy is mainly gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy. So the equation becomes mghi equals mgh plus half mv square. Now since this factor EPE, which is half kx square, is 0, so this is the required equation whenever the spring has not compressed at all. Now, what is the velocity if the spring is compressed to its maximum length? And we have to explain this answer. So, what is at maximum spring compression? The object is momentarily stopped. Momentarily stopped means speed equals 0. So, we can write v is 0 since it is momentarily stopped. And then we can write, or we can say that this does not mean the object will stay stopped forever. It only means that at that exact instant the object stopped before the spring pushes it back. So the answer is velocity is 0 at maximum spring compression at that particular moment. Now let's analyze the second situation. In this situation, a child is on a vertical spring system. The spring is compressed and then it pushes the child upward. So let's see step by step what is happening. At the beginning, when the spring is compressed the most, the spring stores maximum elastic potential energy. So here you can see it is compressed the most. So maximum compression in the spring means maximum EPE is stored. So here we have maximum elastic potential energy in the beginning. Now when the spring pushes the child upward, elastic potential energy is converted into kinetic energy and GPE. Now, as you can see in the second diagram, it's moving upward. So, moving means motion is happening. Motion is happening means speed is increasing. So, as speed is increasing, kinetic energy is involved. And since you can see there's some change in the height of the object or of this child, so this energy is being converted into this EPE is being converted into KE and GPE. As the child moves upward, the height increases, so gravitational potential energy increases. So at the highest point, the child reaches the maximum height. At this point, gravitational potential energy is maximum and child is momentarily stopped before coming back down. So we can say V equals 0. So at this particular point, height is maximum and the child is momentarily stopped. So V equals 0. So it implies Ke equals 0. So the only energy that we will get would be Gp. So as you can see, the energy pathway is elastic potential energy is converted to kinetic energy plus gravitational potential energy, and then it is converted to gravitational potential energy. So maximum EPE converted to KE plus GPE and then only GPE. Now, what are the three types of mechanical energy involved in this situation? So it's again EPE, which is elastic potential energy, KE, which is kinetic energy, and then GPE, which is gravitational potential. Part B is, in which case will the child have maximum gravitational potential energy? Explain why. So, in the child will have maximum gravitational potential energy at the highest point. This is because gravitational potential energy depends on height. So Eg equals mgh. So we can write is Eg or GPE, gravitational potential energy, equals mgh. So at maximum height, h max, Gp is going to be maximum. So at maximum height. So when is the maximum elastic potential energy achieved? So maximum elastic energy is achieved when the spring is compressed the most. This happens at the lowest point of the motion. Elastic potential energy depends on spring compression. So EPE equals, or elastic potential energy equals, half kx square. So at the lowest point of the situation, we can see x is maximum. So at the lowest point, x is maximum. So that's why EPE will be maximum. Whenever there would be maximum compression, elastic potential energy will be maximum. Now, energy equation when the spring is compressed to the maximum. So, we started with the maximum compression. So, the spring has the maximum elastic potential energy. If we compare the maximum compression to maximum height, then the spring's elastic potential energy is converted to gravitational potential energy. So we can say general equation is half kx square max plus mgh compressed equals mgh at the top level. So we can write energy equation when the spring is compressed to the maximum. We started with half kx square max. Now this energy being converted to the other form of energy, which is mgh top, or we can say gravitational potential energy. Now let's solve part E, which is the point of maximum speed. So the point of maximum speed is the point at which the spring is at its equilibrium position. At this point, all of the elastic potential energy has been converted to gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy. So we can simply write that elastic potential energy is the combination of Ek and Eg. So we can write elastic potential energy has been converted to kinetic energy, Ke, and some of the gravitational potential energy. So, in order to find the maximum speed point, we can write EPE minus GPE equals KE. And since we know KE is half mv square, so from this we can get the required speed or the maximum speed. This is the equation that we can use. So in both situations, we are using the same idea, which is E initial equals E final. For situation 1, the energy pathway is gravitational potential energy is converted to kinetic energy and then to elastic potential energy. The object starts high, speeds up, and then compresses the spring. For situation 2, the energy pathway is elastic potential energy being converted to the combination of kinetic energy and gravitational potential energy, and then only gravitational potential energy. So the spring starts compressed, pushes the child upward, and child gains the height. The most important strategy is first analyze the starting point and the ending point. Second, identify which types of energy are present. Third, write the conservation of energy equation. And finally, remember, at the maximum spring compression or maximum height, the object is usually momentarily stopped. So for that particular point, we can take speed as 0. So this is all about this lesson.